All right, another prediction video. This one is going to be for the Player of the Month set that is coming out tomorrow on Friday, May 3rd. We also have a roster update. If you want to know my predictions for that roster update, who I think is going gold and diamond and all that stuff, check out the video I posted yesterday. This one is just going to be focused on the Player of the Month set. San Diego Studios is going to have a developer live stream today at 3 p.m. Pacific over on their Twitch channel. They're going to talk about the April Player of the Month. They're going to talk about the Tops Now flashbacks. They're going to talk about the Battle Royale rewards. There's going to be a lot of good stuff on that stream, so make sure to check that out at 3 o'clock. But these are going to be my predictions, talking about guys who had really good months of April that I think could possibly get a card in that Player of the Month set. These Player of the Month prediction videos don't really work in the same way that roster updates do. Those videos are more about like who I think you should invest in so you can possibly make some stubs on the market when the update hits. This one is just going to be talking about guys who I think had good months because they don't have any impact on live series cards or other sets or anything like that. So if a guy gets a Player of the Month, it's just highlighting a month. It's not some investment thing. And obviously Player of the Month is going to be structured a little bit differently this year because in the past 2 years, there's always been one of the cards in each set available on the ticket counter. There is no ticket counter this year, so I don't know how exactly they're going to do that. They might use moments to get a card. They might use another way. Not sure, but either way, I'm going to tell you guys my Player of the Month predictions. I'm going to start it off with some honorable mentions. Let's get into it. Honorable mention number 1, Marcus Stroman. Really good month of April, a 1.43 ERA and 37.2 innings pitched, 36 strikeouts to 14 walks. He didn't allow a home run in the entire month of April. I do have him going up to a 75 in the roster update, or at least a 75, so I do think he'll get some love on Friday. I just don't think it's going to be in the month or in the Player of the Month set, so he's honorable mention number 1. Honorable mention number 2, Shane Greene from the Detroit Tigers. The reason I have him as an honorable mention is because I think there's another guy that probably has a better shot at getting one for the closing position role or the closing pitcher position role. But either way, he's been lights out. 12 out of 12 saves opportunities in the month of April, 14 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts to 3 total walks, 0.643 whip, a 10.9 strikeouts per 9, and his hits per 9 are down tremendously, and he's got a 1.29 ERA. Honorable mention number 3, Hunter Dozier from the Kansas City Royals, hitting 349 so far with a 447 on base, a 686 slugging, and an OPS over 1100, 7 home runs on the season, 4 doubles, 2 triples, 17 RBIs. He's got a pretty good strikeout to walk ratio, so the vision on the card would be awesome if he got one, but I have him as honorable mention number 3. Definitely a very strong month though. Jeff McNeil from the New York Mets, hitting 370 on the year with a 457 on base, a 957 OPS, 8 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. He's just really doing what it takes to help that Mets lineup in every way that he can, hitting the hell out of the ball, getting on base. He's looking really good. I just don't have him quite getting a Player of the Month card for this set. Zach Davies also had a nice month from the starting pitcher position, 32.2 innings pitched with a 1.38 ERA and 6 starts, 21 strikeouts to 13 walks. His whip's a little high, his hits per 9 are a little bit high, the home runs per 9 is good, that's down underneath 1. He's allowing a little bit too many walks for my liking, and you know, the strikeouts per 9 aren't anything crazy. I don't see him getting a Player of the Month card, but he did have a strong month. Christian Walker of the Arizona Diamondbacks, another guy that's kind of flying under the radar, a low overall bronze, it's killing it, a 307 average with a 614 slugging, a 994 OPS, 7 home runs, 10 doubles with 15 RBIs. Overall, he's having a good month. I don't think it's enough to get him a Player of the Month card though, because he's striking out a good amount, and you know, he's only got a 307 average compared to some of the other guys he's up against. I think he just kind of misses the cut, but he definitely did have a good month of April. And last but definitely not least, Christian Yelich. I don't have him going to be a Player of the Month card this set, particularly because he's gotten a bunch of love from it already. He got a Player of the Month last year. I think it was either the last or second to last month of the season. He also is already a diamond. He just went up in the last roster update to a higher overall diamond. Christian Yelich has been getting a lot of love, and by no means does he not deserve a Player of the Month card, because he's probably the best player in the league besides Bellinger in the month of April. It just, he's gotten a lot of it already. I think they're probably going to focus on some other guys. Okay, now getting into my official Player of the Month predictions. I have 8 total guys, 4 pitchers, 4 hitters. Let's get it started with a pitcher. Chris Paddack from the San Diego Padres. He's got a 1.91 ERA in 6 starts, 33 innings, 35 strikeouts to 9 walks, a 0.82 0.69 whip, 3.8 hits per 9, 0.5 home runs per 9, not a lot of walks per 9, almost striking out 10 batters a game. Chris Paddack is having a very strong start to his career. He's already a 75 just off him being in the roster updates or whatever, and he's killing it. I think he'd get a very strong player of the month card if he was going to fall into this set. My first hitter pick is going to be Paul DeJong of the St. Louis Cardinals, hitting 342 with a 607 slugging, a 403 on base, and OPS over 1,000, 5 home runs on the year with 13 RBIs, 14 doubles, and 40 hits in the month of April. This guy was killing it. I'm pretty sure it was like him and Bellinger had the most hits in the month of April, right around 40. Bellinger had like 43 or something like that. So he was right up there with the amount of times he was getting on base. So Paul DeJong, I think, could get a really strong player of the month card. I would love to see him get one. For my next pitcher, I'm actually staying with the San Diego Padres, and I'm going to talk about Kirby Yates. Dude's killing it. 0.56 ERA on the season, 14 saves with no blown saves. So he's just as good as Shane Greene. That's why I had him getting this player of the month over Shane Greene. 25 strikeouts to 5 walks, a whip of exactly 1, 6.2 hits per 9, no home runs allowed on the season, 14.1 strikeouts per 9. This guy's killing it. He has 14 saves in April. His clutch stat would be off the charts. He would be really, really good for an April player of the month. I have him being in there. Trey Mancini, another guy I have going up in the roster update tomorrow as far as a prediction, but I do also think he has a chance of getting a player of the month. 355 batting average with a 405 on base, a 618 slugging, and OPS over 1,000, 39 hits already on the season, 11 doubles, 6 home runs, 14 RBIs. He's killing it. I think he'd have a pretty strong hitting card for a player of the month. I could see it being probably like a gold, and I think he could get one. So Trey Mancini is my next pick. Next up, Luis Castillo. I have him getting a player of the month card. He started 7 games in the month of April and had a 1.45 ERA, 43.1 innings pitched, 50 strikeouts already to 17 walks. He has a whip underneath 1, 5.4 on the hits per 9, 0.4 on the home runs per 9, striking out over 10 batters a game. He could get a very nasty player of the month card. I would like to see him get one. I think he's one of the best starting pitchers in the month of April. Tim Anderson, dude just came out of nowhere and started raking. I don't even know. He hit 240 last year, and this year in April, he's hitting 375 with a 394 on base, a 615 slugging, and OPS over 1,000. He doesn't walk very much, so his vision would probably be pretty low for a card, but either way, he's got 5 doubles, 6 home runs, 18 RBIs, 10 stolen bases as well. I don't know what happened to Tim Anderson, but he's hitting the hell out of the ball, so I think he gets a player of the month card as another hitter. The final pitcher I have getting a player of the month card is Tyler Glasnow from the Tampa Bay Rays. He's got a 1.75 ERA so far in 36 innings pitched, 38 strikeouts to only 7 walks. He has a whip underneath 1, 6.8 hits per 9, 0.8 home runs per 9, 1.8 walk per 9, striking out almost 10 batters a game. I'm really liking what he's bringing to the table. I think he'd get a pretty solid player of the month card with how good he's been pitching. He is the final pitcher on my list, and now the final player of the month, it's got to be Cody Bellinger. Obviously, Cody Bellinger has been the best player in 2019 so far. He's leading the league in what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like almost 10 hitting categories. It's ridiculous. He's got a 431 average with a 508 on base, 890 slugging, and OPS almost at 1,400, OPS plus of 264, 14 home runs, 37 RBIs, 6 doubles, 47 total hits, 32 runs scored. Like, what do I don't even need to say anything else. He's got more walks than strikeouts too. Dude's been on a tear. He needs to be the ultimate player of the month card. I don't care if he goes diamond in the update. He's just having way too much of a historic month for it to be ignored as a player of the month. So Cody Bellinger definitely will be getting that player of the month. I am 99.9% sure of it. So those are my predictions for Friday's player of the month. We'll figure it out and see who's going to be in that set probably today on the stream. So maybe this video won't be relevant for very long, but either way, wanted to bring it out. But yeah, guys, let me know who you think is going to be in the player of the month set down in the comments. Did you like the video? If you did, drop a thumbs up on it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.